The all-new Case Minotaur DL550 opens up a whole new equipment category for the industry. This is ideal for guys working on small construction sites that don't want to move around a big D6 or D41, anything like that. But the fact that you can use this as a dozer and as a skid steer on the same site just by switching attachments, I can definitely see what they're going for here. So the Case DL550 weighs 18,000 pounds and has a 114 horsepower engine. Again, perfect for your small site dozing. That's the benefit of this thing. It's little, small dozers are not common, right? So what it's gonna do is replace skid steers as well. Say you have 6 little sites. This machine's ideal. You throw it on the back of a trailer, you hook it up to your 3500, you drive it to the next site, go to work. You're not calling a flat deck, you're not calling a low bed, right? Like this is a money-saving machine. You got 100 acres, maybe get something bigger. The whole not having to use low beds and stuff to move your equipment, like being able to hook up a truck to a trailer. Again, I hate to be hyper specific, but where we live, it's a lot easier. You go downtown Vancouver to move your machines around, you talk to some of those guys, it's a nightmare, right? To unload an excavator downtown to take something down, absolute nightmare. This thing, you pull up with your truck, dump it off the side. Now, you can't dump this one off the side, but dump this one off the back, and you're straight to work. For this Case DL550, there is a video online. I'm actually gonna watch it and see what I think. I will give it to him though. Take some balls to call a machine the Minotaur. I mean, it looks just like a skid steer, but that whole front end is different. So it's got a 6-way blade on it, which is nice. So a 6-way blade gives you the ability, just a static dozer, you're just doing this, right? So a 6-way blade gives you the ability to go this way, this way, this way, this way, right? You can even tilt, right? So you can change your angles. And a big thing for when you're dozing or even snow plowing. You know what? That thing would be unbelievable snow plow if it had the rubber tracks on it. Because you set your blade on an angle, you doze down. As you're coming back the other way, you set it on the other angle. And it looks like this system has a grade control. Oh, it's even got a ripper attachment. So dozers will love that, right? Especially on the littler machine, being able to rip through a yard, pretty nice. It also runs the high drive system with the 2 idlers. For a dozer, that's ideal. Skid steers usually just have a normal undercarriage on it. So sprocket, idler, run here, right? This one's gone full dozer mode, and lots of dozers have the high drive, so it's idler, idler, sprocket, right? So you're getting the high drive, which gives you more ground pressure, right? They're using this kind of, I mean, it's a video, they're trying to sell it to you. They're using it in places I wouldn't use it, but that's okay. There's bigger equipment to do what they're trying to do with it right now. I mean, clearly I've never ran one. I haven't even seen one in person, so I'm going off a video. But they got rubber track options, they got steel track options, they got the GPS for when you're dozing. They got all the normal stuff that you'd expect, right? The remote access, the diagnostic, all that fun stuff. Any new piece is gonna have that. But the fact that you can use this as a dozer and as a skid steer on the same site just by switching attachments, I can definitely see what they're going for here. It is a sweet little machine. I know I'm not getting paid by Case or nothing, but I'd be curious what the numbers on it would be, to be honest. Like what it's worth and stuff. We're going to Bauma at the end of October. Is it Bauma? I'm not German. We're going to Bauma, which is Bauma in Germany. And if this thing is there, I am getting in it and I'm gonna play with it. I hope they're okay with that, but I can't speak German, so they can't say no to me. I'm gonna get in there and I'm just gonna, you know, do a little bit of this with it. Or I'm gonna turn this way, right? Like I'm gonna do some blind driving, right? Like. A few questions about capabilities. I mean, I do see that it runs on the same sort of system that skid steers do, a tracked skid steer. So you should be able to go everywhere you can go. A concern would be the ability to raise the blade high enough to travel around sites with rocks and stuff. That way it clears and you're not hitting things. And then the attachments. They say they have tons of attachments. I'd like to see a list, right? So as soon as Case gives us a list, we'll update that. The dozer blade's nice, the 6-way blade. I wonder what else it can put on the front of that thing. Case, again, quality parts, right? There's not a huge aftermarket world for Case. There is for some stuff. Case parts are good. They don't have a huge inventory in our area, again, but they can get stuff relatively quick, and there is dealers for Case equipment everywhere. I'm not 100% if this will be sold on the case equipment side or the case agricultural side yet. I haven't seen that. To stay up to date with industry news, please subscribe to Tekamo News. And if you have any questions, email me at joshd@tekamohd.com.